I think I wanted to queue up with Warrior, but okay. This seems alright. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Like, all the cards that I want to play on too. Innervate, Keeper, Wrath, Wild Growth. I'm not sure what I should choose here. I'll go with Wild Growth. Therefore I'll be able to deal with a lot of stuff. Like this. I'll take 2 more damage, maybe 4 more from the Loam. But I'll get some tempo going. I could actually Innervate out Hero Power or Wrath, but I think this lines up well enough to not do it. I could have also Wrath and Hero Power, but this doesn't develop the board at all. Abusive Sergeant would have been a reason to, or Glyphsuka to some extent, to get rid of this. Okay, I'll definitely Wrath this. Sadly, none of my weapon destruction things showed up so far. Actually, maybe not even. I feel comfortable enough with taking this round of damage and then playing the Belcher afterwards. No Unleash for you. Oh, he attacks. Okay. Aww, 1 turn too late. I guess I stay around with this. It's a little bit annoying because of kill command. Feel nature's but otherwise I'll have to trade too much stuff in. We got rid of both Knife Jugglers, so there is no Juggler Unleash. And if he kill commands, it's almost fine. No kill commands my face. Wow. It's 9, 12, 18, 19. I'm pretty close of actually killing him. This was somewhat suspicious though. Actually. That's 10, that's 16. If it would have fit for 4, the second one, then would have been fine. I guess I'll just make sure that I survive as much as possible. If lethal the next turn anyways, so just need to make sure not to die from random 10 damage. It should be pretty much impossible with 6 mana and a taunt. Even with like Owl or Cane Shot. There we go. Well, let's stick to the Druid then. With all these hunters, the weapon destruction makes sense, of course.
Malfurion versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild. Nature will rise against you.
Shredder might be a good keep with Coin and Innervate, so I can like smooth out the curve at some point. Ah well, it's probably better to go for Wild Growth. There we go. Turn 2 Wild Growth, turn 3 Emperor. Looks alright. Then I can coin out of
Nature will rise against you.
Why? No, nature's with me. Nature's totally with me. Okay, on an empty board, Thaurissan should be hard for him to deal with. And at least one of the combo pieces gets reduced. Next turn I have 6 mana, which means... yeah, I can't play these two unfortunately, but he has 4 mana. Oh, and nothing to deal with my Thaurissan. Well, that's rough.
Where shall I start?
But maybe he's playing some kind of, I don't know. Poison Seeds Druid. I mean, he has 8 cards and hasn't played any of them, man. If I use Force here, he goes down to 19, right? 9, yeah. Swipe is Swipe might be good enough, I'm not sure. The whole damage thing is a little bit iffy right now. Yeah, let's go with this play. Well, I can deal 12 damage with Force of Nature. Actually, it might have been better to swipe his face and send the Thaurissan in. Oh, no, looks alright. I'll save the BGH for Dr. Boom. He missed so many drops, he definitely has to have a clunky hand. After all. Imagine if I had a lore in this hand. 2 mana Force of Nature. 9, 13. Well, I could have gone for the Big Game Hunter, I guess. But okay. Well, that's one of the better ones. Okay. Looks like he starts a comeback. Force of Nature there. It's 9, it's 11. It's not enough yet. But I'll play it nonetheless, I guess. Yeah, looks okay. Okay, this hand pretty silly. Probably Ancient of War then. Would be 10. Means I can deal another 8. Oh, would be. Okay. Well, never mind. That's less clicks. And a mage.
You asked for it.
I must protect the wild.
Oh, that's good. As for now, I probably have to play something for every turn. No. I have something to play every turn. That's good. Was this a mirror image? This way I have the opportunity of playing Wrath or Shade next turn by still developing the wild growth. Probably Shade, at least he doesn't have the coin. Oh, okay. Might be a Freeze Mage. Freeze Mage is a good matchup, especially with 2 forces, but his hand is a little bit iffy. I want to have silences for Doomsayers, for example. Yeah, pretty much Freeze Mage. I wonder what he thought about on turn 1 then, the whole time. Nothing to Wrath. It's probably good if he spends some resources on removing this. Keeping the Wrath around for something like Druid of the Claw, Wrath to deal with the Doomsayer later, if my board is frozen. I wonder what this means. Maybe playing into like Flame Strike later. That's also why I developed the Belcher over the Druid of the Claw, because the Druid of the Claw can charge later. I can combo it with Savage Draw or with Wrath or something. Azure Drake. Well, maybe someone is trying out something. I don't know. It's a little bit harder for me to clear at the moment. I want this to grow and out of Flame Strike range. This survives in AoE also. I guess I can just trade this in here. Get the 5 damage in. Might be a different kind of mage then. Maybe some kind of Giants mage? So I actually have combo. I could put him down to 14, which means he could do something like Molten Giant. Now, I have one more turn until I want to do this, I guess. But if he like plays a Giant, I can play the Bigum Hunter, I guess. If he plays a heal bot, then he plays only something for 2 mana, which isn't even a Frost Nova.
Where shall I strike?
I think I want him at exactly 14. The Azure Drake made me suspicious. If he wouldn't have played this, I probably would have just bursted him to lower. I don't want him to play like Molten, Sun Fury or something, Echo stuff. The only problem is like Flame Strike now, and
Let the pain speak to me.
it's 8 cards in hand. I could make him overdraw. Wait, I win, right? I need 3 board. Okay, yeah.
For the wild.
Maybe it was Freeze Mage and he just added in Azure Drake. Like my only problem would have been a Flame Strike, and then I would have gotten a mediocre 2-drop. And then something like Heal Bot, Frost Nova the next turn maybe. So I couldn't have comboed the turn afterwards, but just Acolyte Frost Nova was way too weak anyways. Looks like the Druid is doing good for us again.
Furion versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin. I must protect the wild.
Oh, Innervate Keeper. Definitely. Okay. Not sure how to do this properly. I could develop a Shredder, but then I can't play the Keeper in case of him playing Mad Scientist. I could also coin the Wild Growth. I'd probably do something like Innervate Keeper into coin Shredder. Yeah.
I'll show them all.
Or maybe just Shade. Maybe I want to save the coin. But I don't really see a reason with this hand at the moment.
To my side.
Oh. That's not bad. Well, it's actually like Shredder lines up very well against this. If he plays in both, what is the problem? Houndmaster is kind of a problem, but I can trade at least both in. And Unleash could kill my Shredder. Well, it's both not a disaster. And these two are like Shredder into Shade Ooze looks quite good also. You cannot develop Bow and a Trap right now, which you might want to. Like, could play Freezing Trap and kill my Keeper, so I have to run the Shredder into it. This would be annoying.
I wonder.
But I could still develop my other one. A Houndmaster afterwards would be annoying.
Ready to run.
Okay, so looks like Hybrid Hunter.
Get in there and fight,
Oh.
maggot.
Maybe Face with Animal Companion in a slow start. This was a lot of damage. 4 here, 2 there. Then I can choose to Hero Power over developing the second Shredder, which I don't feel like I want to. I could also develop the Ooze, but it just dies to the Abusive. And also the Ooze will save me a lot of more health later on. If I would have 1 more mana, if I developed the Wild Growth on the way, I would probably Hero Power this away and Shade. But given that I can't do this, I'll just do it like this. Okay, so there's my... Whoa, okay. Okay, it saves me 2 damage. Well, that's fortunate. I can do this because I have to trade something away anyways. Let's see. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, the Vitality Totem was a pretty good draw. This will help me outlasting him. Oh, it's hybrid. Okay. Force of Nature. Like, why not? I can get rid of a lot of stuff here. I don't feel like I want to be hit by this, and I feel like I don't want him to leave up some stuff. Could Wrath hit and Shay. With this I lose a lot of reach if I draw Savage Roar, but I don't have it yet. And protecting the totem is really important right now. Oh wow, a second one. And a second force. Huh. Same move again? I'll get another 4 health. So I'll be at 22. Can deal like 16, 18? I think I don't want to throw my second force away. Maybe just Sylvanas.
I have no time for games.
Double Hymen was pretty rough after this explosive start. Okay. Okay. That's a lot of damage. Well, I guess I'll take his Hymen then. That's probably better. Ah, well, he has a freezing trap in the deck. Most likely.
Let none survive.
Wait, did I miss lethal? 8, 11, 15, 16? Almost.
Let none survive.
But still.
Well fought. I concede. Well played.
Well, it didn't matter.